So, I just now realized something. So, the problem that Bungie did, they increased all bosses in all activities. So, dungeons and raids are about increased by 30 to 50% increase of health through each dungeon. Which I can say this is going to be a big problem, but luckily they actually are fixing it on Tuesday. They're taking away search completely, and they're going to buff every single element, including kinetic, by 20 to 30%. So, and this whole bullshit with -5, no matter what activity you're in, is by far the worst fucking shit you can possibly do. Because we're losing so much more damage than we were doing for 10 years. So you know how you were able to kill what is it? You're able to kill Templar pretty quickly, pretty easily, while dodging his teleportation. Now, he has the same amount of health as Atheon. Atheon's has also been increased. So instead of 8.8, it's probably now 12 million to 13 million on normal, and about 15 to 16 on normal, on master. And your typical 20 million for War Priest is now going to be 30 million in War Priest on normal, 40 million on master. So you understand why I say this is a bitch move for the YouTubers who ask Bungie to fucking make the game harder and turn around and say, oh, this is too difficult? Then you should never have fucking said nothing. Even Salty Greppo is pretty much not refusing, but regretting his choice of asking Bungie to make it difficult. This is his regret. And you deserve regret for fucking the game up more, so you completely deserve to be regret. Because not even I'm stupid enough to say, oh, Bungie, please, I beg of you, make it harder. Because that ruins it for everyone, including new players. Because they are very limited of what weapons they're using since they don't have all the weapons yet. So it's extremely limited of what they can use throughout the raids. That's why 60% of Destiny players has not touched a single dungeon or raid. At least 60. If not 40. But it's fucking high. Because the more YouTubers fuck with the game, the more players we lose. Because it's going to become too difficult for them to even try a raid or try a dungeon. And now with the final boss in the Warlord's Ruin, normal health is 12 million to 13 million. Is now raised to 16 million on normal. So you can pretty much guess why this is a big problem. It's not just new players who are having problems. Casual players like me, who just like to raid, are having the most problems. New players and casuals are having the most problems. Elites, they don't give a shit about us. They don't care. They only want challenge. If they want challenge, go on Dark Souls, put it on the hardest difficulty, and blindfold yourself. There's a challenge. Instead of fucking with a game that you have no idea how to run. Because I'm used to one-facing completely with just two people. Just with swords. It doesn't matter what sword you use, lament. Even the most shittiest blue fucking sword can kill him. Now since his health has been raised, now you can't one-phase with the normal swords you used to. As you see there, even without the well radiance, and the fact that one person left, we should have been a 100% one-phase that. There should have been no reason why we two-phased. That should have been 100% one-phase. But this whole point of power scale, it just needs to be removed. For 10 years, we has always done a master and a normal on a raid as 15 to 20 light level ahead. On master, it's roughly about 15 to 10. But normal, we get to go above 20%, and well, 20 plus, and be able to survive 5 times longer than what we would have now. Now, since every raid is 5 below, survivability is going to be the most important. Your damage is going to be pretty much nerfed by 35%. Even with the surges and even with the well radiance, you still have 5 to 10 minus power, well, 5 to 10 minus damage. It's 35%, and that dramatically decreases it. Like, I don't know why Bungie listens to YouTubers, but it seriously needs to end. All they have been doing over the 10 years of Destiny is ruin the game more. You don't see me fucking begging Bungie to this, do that. The only thing I begged Bungie is to give Cade a memorial. Because he deserved one. And that's why we got one. I have never, ever asked Bungie to change the game. I actually asked for nerfs that actually matter. Like conditional finality, summoner adapt, immortal. All overpowered weapons, an igneous hammer, messenger. There should be no reason why a pulse is two tapping, regardless of what range you're in. You could be 40 feet away, or 40 meters, whatever you want to call it, and still two tap somebody with messenger. You can do the exact same thing on No Time to Explain. Pulse rifles should not be a 2 tap. It should be a 3 to 4. Scouts should not be a 3 tap. They should be 4 to 5. %of scouts in the game are 4 to 5 shots. Because you're not going to sit here with a legendary scout rifle 3 tapping everyone. It doesn't work that way. And if a legendary can't do it, exotic shouldn't be able to do it, especially in PvP. It takes 6 to 8 shots for touch and mouse to kill somebody. It takes roughly 5 to 6 for a symmetry to kill somebody. You can't 3-tap it unless you use the overpowered fucking mode for it. The only thing that should be automatically 3-tapping is hand cannons and pulse. It should never, ever be a 2-tap pulse. And I don't understand why Bungie has yet to nerf the shit out of Summoner when they know it's overpowered. It's been overpowered for 6 years, and yet they have not nerfed it. They buffed it. It's the only auto in the game that can go up against it without using another summoner is Rufus Fury, Target Lock, and Reconstruction. That is the only auto in the game that can go up against a full-fledged fucking 3-team summoner adapt with Target Lock on them. If they only use summoner, you're pretty much fucked. If they're using hand cannon, then maybe you better kill someone without using Rufus Fury. But if they only use summoner and they know how to use it correctly, you're set to fail. Like, I fucking love Destiny. I spent $4,000 on this game. On D1 and D2. Both extension and in-store fucking accessories. I had played for 10 years. Granted, when K died, I switched to D1. Just so I can relive the memories of Cade. And now Cade is inside of a ghost forever, so I don't have to feel that pain of losing him again. He's still inside of a ghost. But I'm really hoping Tuesday they finally fix this issue which will actually match the -5 power. So we're not sitting there for 3 hours trying to get the raid done because you're struggling to get the deeps in. Because that's what we're doing now on Witness. The reason why I haven't completed Witness, even though I have the checkpoint, is because it's fucking Arc. Arc is by the worst fucking surge in the game. There's only one weapon that's actually usable. Well, 2. Recoil Cliff, or Coil Cliff, whatever you want to call it, and Grand Overture. Coil Cliff is a no-go because majority of those rockets are going to miss his crit spot, and you're not going to put out good DPS. The Volatile of Grand Overture is not going to be able to pull out good damage because it's not able to hit the crit spot. It doesn't have tracking. It hits everywhere besides in middle of his chest. I have tested it yesterday during live stream. Well, actually no, before I live streamed. But the issue is there should be no reason. Let me go ahead and show you. Arc. 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 All raids are Arc and Stasis. All dungeons are fucking Arc and Void. Now explain to me, why is that, Bungie? explain to me why would you put every activity in Arc, where we're forced to play a weapon that we are not used to using, that we fucking despise the Surge. Arc has never been strong. It has never been strong. Solar, Void, sometimes Stasis, but not all the time. Solar, Void, Strand, and that's pretty much, that is good. These three are the only good Surges in the entire fucking game. Arc and Void, well, Arc and Stasis are the most shit ass piece of shit fucking Surges in the game. Because let me tell you, let me go ahead and show you some exotics that are Arc. Warcraft Cliff, you can't really use on Salvation Edge. Salvation Edge. You can't use Darcy because Darcy's absolute shit and never got buffed. It's been nerfed for fucking over 4 years. No one is going to be able to use Legends of Arceus in Salvation Edge. No one ever uses Warline Zero before it got nerfed. And come on, Queensbreaker shit. Anarchy is not a damage type, it's a suppression type. Thunderlord, been heavily nerfed. But you don't have the time to sit there and aim repeatedly and get those crit spots at the same time of focusing your surroundings so you're not getting killed by his mechanics. Winterbite been heavily nerfed. Now let me go to show you what legendary weapons we have. So we got swords. No one's going to use Temptation Hook, because it's a sword of all things. And the distance between you and Witness is going to decrease the amount of damage it goes. The farther it is, unless it's a sniper, a rocket, or a grenade launcher, the more damage you sustain, and about maybe -5 to 10% of damage the further you are. And linears may hit that spot. Big Quest, sword. Other half-truths, sword. Now grenade launchers. When has an Arc grenade launcher been good? When has a Stasis grenade launcher been good? There's only been Strand. It's always been Strand. This is by far the most powerful. Rockets. The only one that's actually the most powerful one, X-Quest Termination 4. That is it. Now if I go back to linears, Reed's Regret, unless you already have it in your vault, which most people don't have it anymore, you're not going to be able to use. This linear's absolute shit. Doesn't really do damage at all. Unless you got the ultimate god roll, this is not useful. Fire and Forget. I looked at all the perks, and none of it screams damage. Storm Chaser, maybe, if you can get the correct roll for it. "21 Delirium, I have not tested, but I will. But since it's a machine gun, probably not going to be able to do good. There's very limited weapons you can use in raids when Arc and Stasis are available. There is more Solar, Void, and Strand weapons than there are than Void and Arc is. That's a major difference between what we have and what we can use at all times. Even the new trace rifle is not getting any good damage due to the fact that it's not kinetic surge. There's never been a kinetic surge. Maybe in strikes, but never seen kinetic surge in any raids. Never. And I do raids pretty much every day. But that's all I have for now. I'm really hoping Tuesday they do fix this issue and allow us to do the damage we need to do since they increased the health of the boss. Because normal should be easy. It should be able to do duo, trio, 4-man. You should be able to do it fucking flawlessly. But since the -5 cap and the damage you actually incoming damage, which is your damage, is nerfed by 35%. So it's going to be much harder to be able to do a trio, to be able to do a duo, to be able to do a 4-man, to be able to do a flawless. Normal should never, ever be challenging. It should be relatively easy. Master is the one that should be challenging. It should never be easy. And I'm not sure what's going on with Bungie's mind of letting every normal activity in the entire game to be as equal as a legendary fucking Nightfall. By damage-wise. Or even a Master Nightfall version. There should be no reason why I should not get down to at least half of health to 3/4 of witness when it comes to LFG.
Need something new?
It's normal should be normal. That's the way it is. There should be no change. If you want to change Master, then go do it. I don't care. But do not change normal when it's 40% of people in the entire Destiny franchise who has not touched a raid and not touched a dungeon. And if you look up my personal fucking activities for Destiny, 50% of activities I do are raids. 50% of activities I do is raids. 2% of Gambit, 10% of Crucible, or 20%, I forget which one it is, and another 28% of Strikes, of Vanguard. That's my personal fucking record of Destiny. There should be no reason why normal is as equal as a legend to a master fucking Nightfall. Not by health wise. I'm talking about damage wise. Because you're not going to be able to one phase a boss on master or legendary. Or as they call it, expert. It should be relatively easy to intermediate, which is medium. That's how every raid should be on normal. On master, it should be expert and super expert, which means master. It means as difficult as a GM Nightfall, as difficult as a Nightfall, well, master dungeon. It should never, ever be as equal of normal. And normal should never be equal as master when it comes to damage. It wasn't like that in D1. It wasn't like that before Beyond Light. It wasn't like that before Lightfall. There is no reason for you to change it, Bungie. It's been like that for almost 10 years straight, with no breaks. Then when Final Shape came in, you decided to fuck it all over and change it, just because YouTubers asked for it. And now they're regretting this choice, because they're fucking hypocrites, wanting to make the game harder, and they complain about it when Bungie makes it harder. It just doesn't make sense to me. If you're complaining about it being harder, then don't ask Bungie to make it difficult. Simple. Absolute simple. You should leave the game the way it is, and let players play the game the way they want to. If you want to have challenge, do Master Raids. If you want another challenge, do Master Raids Flawless. If you want challenge, fucking 3-man master. Don't sit there and ruin it for everyone else because you want the game to be harder.
Need something new?
But I think I said enough. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.